As the Industrial Revolution raged on, the seeds of Lovelace's vision took root, sprouting forth in the early 20th century with the rise of electronic computers. These behemoths, once the size of small rooms, hummed with an otherworldly efficiency, their calculations and data storage capabilities rivaling the most skilled human minds. The era of mainframes had begun, ushering in an age of computing that would transform industries, reshape economies, and revolutionize the way humanity lived, worked, and communicated. Amidst this maelstrom of technological upheaval, the first personal computers emerged. Like curious explorers, individuals seized the reins of these fledgling machines, unlocking their potential to process information, create art, and construct new worlds. The Apple I and the Commodore PET, two pioneering platforms that bridged the gap between hobbyist and commercial applications, became the springboards for a new generation of programmers, artists, and inventors. Among the throngs of enthusiasts, one individual stood out, a young prodigy named Ethan, whose fingers danced across the keyboard with an ease that bordered on telepathy. His eyes gleaming with an inner light, he communed with the machines, coaxing secrets from their silicon souls. His was a gift not just of technical prowess, but also an intuitive understanding of the underlying harmonies that governed these newfangled contraptions. Ethan's journey began in a small town nestled between the rolling hills of rural America. His childhood was marked by countless hours spent tinkering with discarded electronics, scavenged from junkyards and salvaged during family vacations. His parents, though perplexed by their son's fascination with these mysterious boxes, encouraged his curiosity. "What's the point of it all?" they would ask, as Ethan's creations sprouted forth a tangle of wires and circuits that seemed to defy comprehension. One fateful day, a trip to the local library introduced Ethan's eyes to the works of Ada Lovelace, a mathematician who had transcended the boundaries of her time. Her visions, as recorded in her notes on Charles Babbage's analytical engine, struck a chord deep within the young Ethan. The notion that machines too could be programmed to create and calculate resonated with his own nascent understanding of the harmonies underlying these devices. The seeds of a lifelong passion were sown as Ethan's mind whirled with the potential for machines to augment human capabilities. Ethan's parents, recognizing the potential of their son's interests, encouraged him to pursue his passion. A trip to the 1976 West Coast Computer Fair in San Francisco, a hub of innovation and entrepreneurial spirit, sealed Ethan's fate. The sheer scale of the exhibition, replete with rows of tables displaying the latest in microprocessor technology, left him breathless. Among the vendors, he chanced upon a small startup touting their newfangled Apple I, a pioneering computer that bridged the gap between hobbyist and commercial applications. Within the next few months, Ethan found himself immersed in the world of programming, learning from the pioneers themselves. He spent countless hours poring over texts on assembly language, debugging code, and experimenting with novel applications. His small bedroom became a makeshift laboratory where he crafted innovative projects, a talking robot, an electronic piano, and even a simple video game, Space Invaders, which he played with an intensity that bordered on obsession. As the years passed, Ethan's reputation spread. Local colleges and universities took notice of the young prodigy, inviting him to share his expertise. He became a sought-after speaker at industry conferences, sharing his insights on the potential of personal computers to transform society. His name, once an unknown quantity in the world of computing, became synonymous with innovation and forward-thinking. Yet amidst the accolades and recognition, Ethan's thoughts turned to the pioneers who had preceded him, Ada Lovelace, Charles Babbage, and the countless others who had dared to imagine a world where machines could augment human capabilities. He pondered the significance of their work now that the world had changed irreparably. In this era of personal computers, where the power of information lay at one's fingertips, Ethan recognized the need for a new generation of visionaries inspired by the trailblazing work of Lovelace and her contemporaries. His quest for knowledge, fueled by his passion for innovation, led Ethan to the shores of Silicon Valley, where the birthplace of personal computing was transforming the world. He sought out pioneers like Steve Wozniak, the co-founder of Apple Computers, who had revolutionized the industry with his intuitive understanding of the harmonies underlying computing. He met with pioneers like Bill Gates, who had co-founded Microsoft, and in a stroke of genius had created the operating system that would power personal computers. Ethan's journey, now a tapestry of experiences woven from the threads of innovation, inspiration, and collaboration. He stood at the threshold of a new era, one where personal computers had become an integral part of society. He realized that the true power of these machines lay not in their processing power or data storage capacity, but in the connections they forged between people, cultures, and ideas. As he gazed out upon the cityscape bathed in the soft glow of LED lights, Ethan knew that his own vision was but a small part of the larger tapestry. He comprehended that the true legacy of Lovelace and her contemporaries lay not in the machines they created, but in the connections they forged between humanity and the machines that would shape its future. In this moment of profound insight, Ethan's eyes sparkled with a light that seemed almost otherworldly. His thoughts, now a symphony of understanding, harmonized with the very fabric of existence. He comprehended that the true power of personal computers lay not in their processing power, but rather in the connections they forged between people, cultures, and ideas. As he stood at the threshold of a new era, Ethan knew that his own journey was but a small part of the larger tapestry. He comprehended that the true legacy of Lovelace and her contemporaries lay not in the machines they created, but in the connections they forged between humanity and the machines that would shape its future. In this moment of profound insight, Ethan's eyes sparkled with a light that seemed almost otherworldly. His thoughts, now a symphony of understanding, harmonized with the very fabric of existence. He comprehended that the true power of personal computers lay not in their processing power, but rather in the connections they forged between people, cultures, and ideas. As the world whirled around him, Ethan stood tall and proud. He knew that he had found his place in this tapestry of innovation, and that his own vision was but a small part of the larger tapestry.